If you watch my content and I make you feel that way, unfollow me immediately. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome. Oh, is my hair looking crazy or what? I need to like condition it and stuff like that. And like if I look tired to you, girl, do not come for me because so much has been going on. Honestly, not so much. I'm just being dramatic. By now, you should know I'm a dramatic girly. I feel like I'm in my Luteal phase. I'm very slow during this time. Hold on. Let me first take a picture for the gram. Meanwhile, please note, I don't have jewelry. So I'm just organizing the little I have. I'm just organizing the little. I haven't yet done like a cute shopping just yet. When I do intend to shop, you guys will be coming with me for sure. But for now, I'm just putting the tiny pieces together that I have. Because usually when I'm leaving the house or whatever, I'm rushing. So I'm up and down. So I throw things everywhere. And like I said, I'm currently in very slow. I am in what they call the luteal phase. I don't know if that's what they call it, the different cycles of the menstrual cycle. I am going through one of them, and the one I'm in is the one where my uterus is being prepared for pregnancy. And during this time, I'm just slow. Like, I'm very slow. I feel very fatigued. I almost feel like I'm sick, but I'm not. And my moods are very down. I can be a bit emotional sometimes. Well, sometimes, Carolyn. I'm just slow. Do you understand? And I just like to take time and, just do things I enjoy personally that I'm not going to put too much pressure on me, nothing like that. And just, read a book, watch a program, watch a good show, watch a cooking show, and do stuff like this, like stuff to slow me down. And I take a lot of fluids during this time. So, yeah, that's currently why I am feeling the way I'm feeling. It sucks. It really does. And I was telling people that usually, because this is what happens, right? As an influencer, when you go to places, most of the times, you're taking people with you on social, you're photographing things, you're posting, you're da, da, da. So people will always come and ask you about, where is that place? How much? Da, 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 da. It's almost like you're the connect. And I do that a lot. But I realized in the past, when I used to do that, and which used to annoy me greatly, was if it was a video and I'm like, hey guys, I discovered these guys. Let me tag them for you, whatever you might have been looking for a spot like that. I don't work for these people. They're not paying me in any way, shape, or form. So I would tag them. What they would do is they'll download those videos. They'll go and post them on their feed and leave those videos on there. Now, like I said, I'm not working for these people. And for me, as someone who does this for work, it's very unfair on my end because then you're using my face to promote your business for profit. That's how I see it. Do you understand? It's different if I tagged you and then you reposted me in your stories. That's fine. You're like, thank you, whatever. I'm glad you enjoyed your experience. There are some people who are actually cool like that. But there are some that are just ghetto and they'll download that thing, post it all over their socials, and someone will be like, Carol, remember that place that you were advertising? Which I'm like, I wasn't advertising anything. Like, I don't represent those people. I don't know them. And also, if Because when I would talk about a place, I would always put a disclaimer like, guys, I'm just shopping on my own. Like, I use my own money. So don't think I'm pushing stuff for these guys. Because God forbid you go there and your experience is not that great. Then you come in my DMs and start talking about how you went to this place because of me. And, you know, this is how such and such went down. Now, I don't know what to tell you. Because it was just something I tagged like, oh, yeah, I happened to be there, da-da-da, and such and such. So I've told people in my stories that I don't repeat myself. When I've talked about something, don't come back asking me, Carol, last week you posted something. I took a screenshot and I can't find it now. Please share. I don't care how polite you are, whatever. I will not be sharing anything. Do you understand? So I hope this explanation helps whoever, you know, has always been curious about something like that. Or you just don't know. Do you understand? Because it's very different when you're not in this social media world and you're seeing things from the outside. It's very different. The way you see things is not the way I see things. And you might be like, me, I don't see that big deal with you. It's a big deal, friend. Then I'm out here promoting stuff for free. As in, if you go back and then you see me post about something, let me say I've gone to the place the second time and I'm there and I'm not tagging them in any way, then just know you missed that tag. You missed it. You know, so just move on. Maybe one day I'll talk about it again. Who knows? But just move on. And a woman came in my DMs telling me some wahala. Like she was trying to say, like, what do you lose if you tell me now? The time you have spent responding, you would have just told me. I lose, honey. I lose. I tell you greatly. I lose. You even going there to purchase from that business through me, I lose. I lose. And that's how you should see it, you know. So hopefully we've also reached a point on this page where we are objective when it comes to situations, right? Like if I'm saying something, I hope you also use your head to think and be like, yeah, but she's making sense. Like, why would she? Do you understand? Other than being like those other randoms who are like, no, you should give us it. That's the entitlement for on social. Me, I don't understand it because me, that entitlement doesn't work on me. It doesn't. I don't feel sorry. I don't feel some sort of way. I don't feel shit, babes. You know, what you're going to do is come and act correct in my DMs. That's what you're going to do. You're going to come and treat people with respect. Because even I will treat you with respect if you treat me the same. That's it. That's it. But people come, they say stuff, they want me. I look at the DM and I'm like, oh, why does she think my world is going to stop moving? Chill. Yeah, so some people just don't be understanding, and I don't know if it's the Instagrammers or the TikTokers, but I can always tell an Instagrammer from a TikToker, always, in the way in which they write, and even in person when I meet someone who, you know, like resonates with my content. I can always tell this is an Instagrammer and this is a TikToker. I can always, honey buns. I can always. And shout out to the Instagrammers because they are always extremely polite. But then because your page is always open, you can get new followers from every day, whatever. So you don't know who saw you on TikTok and came and found you on Instagram. You get? So they bring the wahala there. Then I have to repeat myself, which I'm happy to do because I feel in this world we have to learn. Do you get? We have to learn. And you know, how do you do that? By people letting you know, because sometimes your behavior, you might not see the person on the receiving end of your BS is, and they, you know, it's nice if they let you know. They're like, hey babe, you know, and you're like, oh, I'm sorry. Do you understand? Or it's like those I get where they're like, you know, I post something and they're like, where? Plug. Not even a good morning, not even a good afternoon. Me, I don't know who raised you, honey. But I know you won't be doing that in my DMs. Because what I do with people like that, if it's afternoon, I'll say good afternoon to you too. That's what I always say. And I will never say anything after that. Be like, oh my God, excuse my manners. Hey, I'm sorry, da da da. You know, please, you know, I will gladly share. But then there are those who are like, when you're like, good afternoon to you too, they're like, good afternoon. Plug. Ew. I can't relate. I don't know who you are, but I know I can't relate. My friend and I were having a conversation the other day and we were talking about, she said that she went through an experience, she had traveled. She said she went through an experience, personal experience, during the holidays. And suddenly she started to become a bit more self-aware. And when you become self-aware, you start to notice some things around you. You start to even notice the way people treat you, the people in which you call your friends, or some of them, the way they've been treating you, and some of the BS you've been accepting, right? You start to realize some ish. And most importantly, which, it might be a good thing. It should be a good thing, I feel. You also start to notice the BS that you were putting out. Do you understand? You notice things about yourself that you don't like, which I feel is a good thing, because now you know better. Oh, this thing is bugging me. Do you see the way these wood tiny necklaces fold? Oh, it's still zooming in on me. Do you see the way they fold and you're trying to like unknot the thing? I don't know if you can see it. It's so hard. Maybe I should give my young sister to help me. Yeah. You just start to look at yourself in the mirror and you start to notice some things and you're like, oh gosh, I can't even believe that this was me. Oh my God. But I love that for you, because then you start to change, you start to act differently and such and such. Yeah. So I digress. What was I talking about? Anyway, my girlfriend started to notice, some stuff around Ngatabi Tegeda. And I told her, babes, let me tell you one thing. When you start to notice these things, you're going to realize that you and the person you called a bestie, a friend, whoever it is, you're going to realize, because you no longer roll on the same frequency, for lack of better words, you're going to have to dump them. You must. If you're someone who is self-aware, right? Even in the way on which you online, let me say, and someone posts something about whatever, do you think you're going to go and leave a nasty comment on someone's page? Do you think you will do that? You will not, because you know better. But then someone who is willing to sit down with their handle and write a paragraph abusing someone to oblivion, you're going to find that you're going to read that. You shouldn't be mad about it, because where you're at, they're not there. They're not there, and you can't relate with a human being like that. You can't see reason with a human being like that. Am I saying I'm better than anyone? I'm not saying that. But I really do hope that you reach like a level where you start to notice some of the behavior that you're putting out. Whatever someone lives on my social media has nothing to do with me. It has a lot to do with them, and that is not my problem. Don't know who they are. Hell, they are not even in my friend group. I cannot teach you anything. Hell, I can't even teach people in my friend group anything. All I can do is show up and be the best friend to them as I can. But if they are still on some wahala, then we part ways, and it's fine. You get? Girl, you're not on the same wavelength with so many of these people. You're not. So the way in which they think, the way they are, is not the same way I think. So even if we sat on a dinner table together and we're having a convo, only cool level yange baby, you have to take that journey yourself. So yeah, it's giving someone is, they're loud, they're coming for you, they're trying to blast you, embarrass you, and me, I'm just seated there in silence looking at you, and I have no response. That's what it's giving. And what do you do when you're a loud person coming for someone who is quiet and not responding back? You are screaming, you're hoping that they you're really praying that they react, but they are not. You know what you do? You shut up, because you're starting to look like a fool. So I feel like that's the level I'm on for the most part. I'm not really stressed. So I don't really give much anymore. I'm tired. I'm so exhausted. It's so tiring and exhausting, babe. Yeah, so my friend and I really had a long convo on that. What day was it? It was Tuesday. We had a long convo. Jesus Christ. And I'm like, wow. And yeah, she couldn't believe it. She couldn't believe some of the things she was putting up with when it came to some of her friendships. Me, I'm like, babes, we've all been there. Even me, I was there at a hardcore. It sucks when you start to see, but then it gives you an aha moment, like, oh my God, I can't believe that was us. Like, girl, you know what I mean? But it's a good thing also. You start to realize, then this is not for me, or this is for me. And everything starts to align, because Wagwan. Anyway, the reason her and I were out that day was because we had gone to meet the proprietor of the location where we are holding the Summer Beauty Soiree 2025. If you missed last year, if you are a regular of this page like you say you are, I hope that you're going to come through this. Yeah. Sorry, I lost my brain. I hope you come through this year. It's going to be in July, but I was hoping we'd go out of town. Let me put my watches here. We'd go out of town for a couple of days. We go Friday, we come back on Sunday. So aside from you attending the Summer Beauty Soiree, it's going to be a boot camp. So let's just call it a boot camp. If you do intend to attend, right, you and your friend, it's also a chance for you to come and experience the location where we are going to be at. We are going to be at the rainforest in Mabira. That's where we're going. So it's going to be a boot camp. I'm really excited, and also there's no pressure. Like, girl, those first beat vibe situations, we are not having them in the forest. Well, I mean, you can come through if you want to take pictures and stuff because the area is so cute. Me, I want to come and just be in the forest in my natural state. My suitcase is only going to be full with my swimming costumes. It's going to be filled with my yoga sets because we intend to have an activity somewhere in the forest. I'll let you know what that is, and such and such. And of course the lunches, the dinners, snacks in between, whatever it is. I'm just going to pack like a floral thing, like this, but I want to be natural the entire time that I'm there. It's just going to be very freeing and nice. You and I will get to sit down, have convos. If you're by yourself and you're like, Banange Karom, I have no one to come with it, I'm scared. What did we talk about? What did you talk about on this page? About stuff that rob you of your experiences. Do not be scared. Come alone. Come alone. At least come alone and come and tell me, hey, Mnange, I'm by myself. You come and hang with me and my girls. Why not? Do you understand? This is going to be like a really cute. Are these the stoppers of these earrings? Where I put I'm missing a set. Anyway. Yeah, but come enjoy. I'll let you know much earlier just so you can start prepping and putting aside your money. By March you're like, me, I've paid Caro Era. All I'm waiting for is just for you to let me know where I need to be so that we can get picked up and stuff like that. So we are bringing on a travel agency with us that will be doing the transportation, because as much as they are the people that are coming to attend, we are also having some guest speakers who will speak to us about various topics that will be picked from town, brought, do their thing and bounce. So that thing, and it's going to be stunning. Okay, yeah. Oh gosh. This battery is low. Hold on, let me switch my battery. I feel like I need more water. You guys, I have been having like the most insatiable desire to drink water. Somehow, even when I've taken like a sip, I still feel thirsty. Girl, it's been a rough couple of days. By days I mean yesterday night was so bad. Actually yesterday evening I left the house and I told myself I'm not leaving home, but when I looked around there was nothing like in the fridge. You know what I mean? The bread was finished, milk was not there, like eggs were done, like just household things to be around to just make all of us comfy. So I said, you know what, it's fine. Usually I actually order, which is what I should have done, but I needed to change money. So I had to first go to a Forex, then go to the supermarket. So now I order an Uber and then we reach, you guys know I live Zambia town. I live in Zambia, right? So behind KFC, right, we reached there and we were sloping. Suddenly we get stopped. There are policemen there. They're like, oh, baby, cheese, some stuff. So the Uber guy is like, I guess the president is passing. The guy even switched off his engine and just put his legs up. I think he's used to the drill. So I'm like, as in, what does this mean? Guys, we were in that car, and like, oh, even the border guys were not moving. That's when you know we're going. It was at least 30 minutes. To them motor kahani. We are seated. And then when I look down, because you can see the other road also that leads to the junction, no cars, all the cars are stopped. I'm like, what's happening? Guys, we were in the car. Presidency. I was so excited to honestly, I've been feeling like I'm sick. Like I feel I have some sort of something like malaria, and it's like it's like teeny weeny, you know. It's like you have a level of sickness, but you're not. You can still function, but you feel a bit. That's how I'm feeling, and it's not like, oh girl. So yesterday in the good heat there, bichi, then after, they let us go. We got the supermarket, mama. Now after that, because they had now let all the cars go, girl, the traffic, ooh, the traffic was sick. I was like, what? Only in Uganda. Anyway, yeah, look at this old safety pin I have, and I feel like as a lady you should always have a safety pin, always. But look at this one. I need a new one. You know what? Let me keep it here. You never know, I might toss it when I haven't yet gotten new ones. I start suffering. Yeah, so I go by the supermarket. I pick with things, whatever. Coming back, still traffic. Oh, yesterday was not a good day for me, my love. Anyway, so I came home, bitchy, and I had said to myself, I really would like to start having my dinner very early, but because I live home with everyone around, mommy, sister, young sister, uncle, my uncle is still visiting us from the village. Like, it's a full house, bueno, how you would be at your mom's house. We eat late. Like, I feel like the earliest we eat is like 10 p.m. That's the earliest we eat, but sometimes it could even reach 11. So yesterday, I had thought to myself, I really would love to start eating early. Like, if I would have my dinner at 7, and then maybe do whatever it is I'm doing to kind of prep me for bed. It could be reading a book, it could be journaling, something, but which is just going to slow down my evening so that I then go to bed swiftly. And that would be like at 9. That's what I really hope and dream. I can't do that in this house. And then again, we are loud. Honey, we are loud. It's like someone is having a full-blown convo. Like if you were in my room and you're talking to someone in the other room, you're having a full-blown convo back and forth. Like it has happened in this house before. So yeah, so anyway, we ended up eating at 10, and then I think I had a glass of something. What did I eat? Was it my okra water? I read the final chapter of the day. I'm still reading my book meanwhile. I'm still on this book. It's quite interesting. It has an interesting take on money. And if you really were a student of economics and you know your history when it comes to econ, you'll thrive with this one, because some of the things they talk about, I'd be very confused. And guys, I didn't do economics in school. I did entrepreneurship. So some of the things, it's a bit slower for me trying to understand it. But the way he has written it, it's almost, you could think things about money are very boring and whatever, but it's actually interesting when you read it. It gives you perspectives on certain things. So anyway, yeah. What was I saying? So I read every day I want to read a chapter. So today is the 6th. I'm on the 6th chapter today. But I hadn't read yesterday and the day before. So I had 2 chapters I had to finish. And I had said to myself, Caroline, made a promise every day, read something. Every day. Like at the end of the year, I want to just have my books. And like, if later mid-year I've even become a faster reader, like now my pace is really heading there. Honey, it could even be more than 12. Do you understand? And that will be glorious, because that's something I would like to have moving forward. I lucky want to have like Micah shelf with like Bible books. Do you understand? Like I want that. I want that for me. And you learn everything every day. And also, hold on, we are going to get back to my night yesterday. But I just want to say, and I don't know, let me know your opinion, right? there's, you know how like we have the internet so much now, we have chat GPT, any small thing you can ask it, it can customize whatever you need, you just adjust here and there. But like, do you think that it's really taking away from us? Because now we no longer think on our own. We have all these systems that we can use to just make everything happen. Doesn't that scare you? Me, sometimes it scares me, where you become so dependent that you're almost, no, let me not say that. But you just become a tad like a dummy. Do you understand? For lack of a better word, I hope I'm making sense. I don't know, in my head it does. I'm like, if I become so dependent on all these things, and what if there's like a shutdown on all of them or whatever, and like, I don't know, it's like you can't think on your own 2 feet. You can't, like, I want to be able to have that option, for me to have a thought process, for me to have an opinion that doesn't involve me always asking, you know, chat GPT, or like maybe you wanted to write an important proposal and you just go on the thing, da, 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 da. Like, it's also nice when you can do it on your own. Does that make sense? I don't know. I find it freaky. I hope it makes sense. But, yeah, that's just kind of how I see it. I want to kind of get back to things that don't involve gadgets and the internet. You know, if I'm to read a book, like, I want to learn something with my hands. That is something I want to learn this year, you guys. Like, I would love to go for like a pottery class, or I don't know, something that I can use my hands. Do you understand? You know, that would be really cool, I think. Anyway, that's just what I be thinking about sometimes randomly. My mind wanders. Yeah, so back to, yeah, the night yesterday. So there's a movie I was watching that has this guy. You guys know the guy who was the lead in Breaking Bad. He did a movie and it's like a comedy. It's just super funny. So I was watching that. But also my tablet has like a reminder when it reaches 10, that's my time to clock out. So I logged off, and then, you know, I took my plate to the sink, whatever. I washed my water bottle, added in some more water, and then came to bed. So lay in bed, I read the remaining pages of the chapters I've told you guys about. After that, I just went to sleep. There's just something about laying in bed that just makes me feel so good. It makes me like, you know, trying to like, you know, toss and turn a bit, trying to sleep. Girl, I woke up in the night. I think it was around 3. I woke up. I had a crazy craving for tea. I was in the kitchen. Honey, I came, had my tea. Oh my god, like, it was so good. Girl, it was so good. I can't explain. I don't know. I'm weird these couple of days, but you know, it will all be over soon. Yeah, so I had my nice cup of tea. Then I got my phone. I started responding to DMs late in the night that were there. And then I'm like, shit. So put my phone aside again, try to find sleep. Guys, I didn't find it. I tossed for 1 hour. I tossed up and down from 4 to 5. Yesterday was rough. And the time where I actually got some degree of sleep, it was around 6:30. My sister came into my room at some point. I remember, I think it was like 7. I could hear her using my body spray. I was like, but then I have no energy to deal with her, because that's the time the sleep was now coming. The sleep I was meant to have. Girl, I just went with it. Oh, I turned 11. Like, it is what it is. And genuinely, I would have honestly gone and just worn my sneakers and said, you know what, let me go for a walk. Like, when it clocked, I like to walk around 6:30. Honestly, it would be nice if I even did that earlier. But in my neighborhood, actually, even if you lived in Kololo, let me say, it's dangerous as a woman to be walking at a particular hour. It's even 6:30. Now, taxis are passing, people are, actually, you can even see some other people jogging. There is a woman, and I think it's her husband. They're always like jogging around. And it still scares me. Do you understand? Because I'm by myself. I could have my AirPods You know what I mean? And it's like fairly, like light, dark, fairly. So you're walking, you're seeing some random guy coming in front of you. You're trying to be like, you know, on like alert. I don't know, it's scary. I always wanted to do like a walking situation from like 7. But then also sometimes I have an early morning and I have to be in town early, and I be robbing myself of that come morning walk if I don't walk. So I'm like, you know what, I could try 6:30 because people are genuinely awake at that time. I think I'm just like a bit on the anxious side, but it could be fine. Do we sell, like, you know how those guys be talking about, like, what they call them, those things that they spray in like people's eyes? Do they have them here in Uganda? Like, I could buy one and have it. You never know. And I don't like to walk in the evenings because I feel in the evening it's so crowded. People are doing the most. People are rushing to go home. You know, people are walking on the pavements very violently. It's like only downtown. I don't have time for that. I like in the mornings. It's so peaceful. There are very few people by the road. You know what I mean? Like, it's... So I hope for the best. But yeah, last night was very rough, and I did want to go into town today, but I was like, Caroline, I feel slow. Do you understand? I don't feel my best. You know, I don't feel my best. And yesterday when I was not feeling my best, I forced myself. I left the house. Guess what? I got stuck in somewhere traffic because someone needs to pass. Jesus Christ, like, why do we do this stuff in Uganda? Like, do they do them abroad? Like, when a minister has an important meeting, move, all of you move, you're like, they do that. Jesus. Anyway, this is where I usually place my box. I've organized it, but there are some things I've realized I'm missing. They could be even in one of my bags. It has some particular stoppers I use, and I like to put it here. I think it looks super cute, right? Let's put that there. And guys, I officially have an empty shelf. I gave away some skincare the other day. I have an empty shelf. This has never happened in the history of Caroline Cash. This has never happened. I also let go of some of the ones that I had, even in the bathroom, because in the bathroom I also have some skincare there. I also let go, and yeah, it's been great. So I'm just looking forward to getting some new stuff, you know, some stuff that I'm excited to try out. And just, you know, put them over there and such and such. It's been great. I haven't done skincare content in a second, to be quite honest with you guys. I was on the lookout for a new clinic. I was on the lookout back when I was searching, and the process took a minute. Process took a minute. I think I found one. And as much as I talked about this in my stories, because I'm going to have some Instagrammers watching this, I was like, oh, I'm going to announce next week, meaning this week. I did not announce this week because there are logistics involved. Yes, I found one, but there are some things behind the scenes that we need to wrap up first before I can move forward with whatever. So hopefully next week you guys will know what's up, and then we can resume. I haven't done like legit treatment content since December last year. I haven't done a facial since December last. I haven't done a facial for 2025. What? That in current time is insane. Like, that's so strange. I must be having so much gunk going on underneath. I don't know, but I will say I have been very much taking care. I have been doing a lot of simple routines. That's what I've been doing. I've been like heavy. I've been doing so much. Like, I've been doing a lot of simple routines. Like, even some nights I'll just put on a moisturizer and go to sleep. That's it. I do feel I had talked about that I had a rash going on. The rash is officially gone, but because of whatever situation I'm going through right now, my phase, I'm feeling acne coming up here. But the reason why I'm getting it is because it's hormonal acne. It's hormonal acne that usually happens during that time of the month, and this is its way of telling me it's on its way. So that's how I know it. And when I was washing my face in the shower today, I'm like, oh my god, because I can feel like a slight pain. I'm like, man, why do we women have to go through this? It's so exhausting. They're all sold out at the moment. Sorry, I'm doing a collab with some store in Nairobi, and they are telling me that the item I wanted is not there, like they are sold out. So, but also what they have available is similar to what I have. So when you do give me this and I'm posting about it, someone is going to compare what I have and the new one. They'll be like, but Carol, they are both the same. So what are you trying to say? Do you understand? I hope she's understanding what I'm trying to tell her. Yeah, so there's an art to marketing, babes. There's an art. And you know, at some point, I wanted to put out a service that I can provide to businesses that don't know how to create their own content. I wanted to put out some sort of like a proposal or something, whatever, like if you're business and you're struggling to create your own content, you don't know how to do it, also you just want to hire influencers but then told in a budget. I wanted to teach businesses how to make their own content, because when you start to make your own, it's going to save you money instead of you hiring someone else to promote your business. And you might hire someone else to promote your business and they don't even promote it to the best of their ability, or there are no conversions and you've made a bit of a loss, you get. So I wanted to kind of put it out there, although I'm trying to think as to how I should do it. And I find, actually this morning and yesterday, there are some people that reached out to me. These are very small brands. I'm talking, they've been open 6 months. That is very new for me. I cannot talk about your business. At least I can't talk about your business unless you've been open for at least a year. Do you understand? I feel like that's valid, because you could be doing it for vibes, and then or later it's not working out. You're like, next. And you know, I'm just presenting like things that are not making sense. I want people who are trying to strive for, sorry, cabbage brain, but you get what I mean. Yeah, so I just wanted to offer the service of, why don't I just come in instead of being your influencer or pushing your business on my platforms? Why don't I come in and help you promote your business? Like, I teach you how to do it. Nga business owner. What you get? So now, even you considering you are fresh, you know, you have no business hiring an influencer. You know how to do things yourself. Do you understand? Okay, that helps too. Oh my god. Oh, I love this. Ooh, honey, the wigs she has sent. Hey. Oh, this is. Ooh. Which one do I pick? One pair or both? Should I take that instead? Because I've never done anything like this before. If they send it today, I get it Monday. Oh, Tuesday in a meeting, I show up like, Carol, yes. People are going crazy, guys. Valentines, like, what's the plan? What are you guys doing? I'm going on a Valentine's date. I'll be with the girls. We're going for a gorgeous breakfast. And during that breakfast, I intend to be vlogging, and I want all of us to talk about our life, our experience in the singledom world. That's what I want us to do. I'm going to be asking them some questions, just to hear our opinions, because sometimes you see us here and a single girly, you're like, Bananga, she seems like everything is stunning. Everything is stunning. Everything is freaking stunning, and that's the truth. It's just that I'll give that opinion there. I'll give that opinion on that, the Valentines. Numbers. I love it. I was talking about Dama rolling yesterday on my Instagram, and the viewership on it has been great. It has been lit. I think it's 15K on Instagram, and on TikTok it's 25K viewership. So you add that up, that's good viewership, you get. So someone was like, Carol, where can I get the Dama roller? Girl, And it's actually interesting because at the end of the day, as a skincare based niche creator, I'm going to need to collaborate with a brand that is skincare based, like I have to, because I want to get back into my product reviews and stuff. And I can't do product reviews because at the end of the day the question will be, okay, I guess she got it, it's original, Carol, where? And then I'm promoting a business that I'm not working for. Do you understand? It would be nice if I'll collaborate with one. I have 3 in mind, but I don't know if they'll be open to it or something. Not to, oh, really. Hi Caroline, our client is offering ... for 4 TikTok videos and Instagram. Please let me know if this works for you. No, it doesn't work. It doesn't work for me. The client wants 4 TikTok videos and then they also want 4 Instagram videos. Those are 8 pieces of content that they want. The budget they're giving, that's what I charge for 1 post. That's the budget they're giving me. Guys, I gotta go prepare some lunch. I'll see you at the next vlog. Enjoy your weekend and don't forget to take time for yourself, okay? For you, not others, you. I'll see you.